Okay, welcome to the Bits and Pieces podcast, episode 2. With me co-hosting tonight, we have Cobalt Breeze. Why are you really quiet with a lot of background noise?
I didn't hear background noise on his.
Okay, well, anyways, and Coolman Stan returning because I couldn't find anyone else.
Oh, thanks.
Coolman Stan, you are forever my backup host in case I can't find anybody else. Because I want to have different co-hosts every single show, so if I can't find anyone, then you're on the show. Okay, well, I've officially given titles to the segments of this podcast, so we are going to begin with the first segment, Comic Book Club, where we'll be discussing the main series, MLP Comics, issues number 38 and 39. So if you haven't read the required reading, spoiler alert. Okay, so, thoughts on the comics, the arc, guys? Hello?
Yes.
This comic is centered around the CMC, Diamond Tiara, and Snips and Snails, and Diamond Tiara's other person, which
Silver Spoon?
Yeah, Silver Spoon. I don't care about Silver Spoon enough to really mention her. I don't like Silver Spoon.
Yes, okay, so sorry, I probably should start with a brief synopsis for those who didn't do the required reading. So basically, while on a bird-watching nature hike, the CMC, Snips and Snails, Diamond Tiara, and Silver Spoon all get lost. That's pretty much it. It was a two comic long arc. It didn't have. And Coolman has a soundboard that he will randomly play audio clips. I hope you guys can hear it. Anyways, so I mean, it was an okay arc. It wasn't terrible.
There was some pretty good moments in it.
Yeah, chronologically, it falls before Crusaders of the Lost Mark, because Diamond Tiara is still a total bitch to the CMC, and the CMC, spoiler alert, don't have their cutie marks yet.
For those who haven't watched Crusaders,
Which I'm pretty sure that Coolman still hasn't finished season 5.
No, I've seen it.
Oh, you have? Have you seen the third Equestria Girls movie yet?
No.
It's on Netflix! It's on Netflix!
But my phone's so far away.
Very Minky Christmas is on Netflix.
Okay, well,
Rainbow is on Netflix also.
So, it was an okay comic. It had its moments, but it wasn't the best. And you guys?
My favorite part is when they're all going and Diamond Tiara's there, like, I'm not going with the blank flanks. And then it's like 3 panels where her expression changes to acceptance.
Yeah. Oh, that was great. It's like, wait for me! And then she falls off a cliff.
Then she falls off a cliff, and it leaves part 1 on an actual cliffhanger.
Yes, Diamond Tiara clinging somehow clinging to a tree branch, defying all equine physiology, with Apple Bloom similarly defying equine physiology, grabbing onto Diamond Tiara's tail.
Luckily, I have talons.
Yes, in case you didn't know, Cobalt Breeze is a hippogriff. He's the other hippogriff.
Specifically, I am the dear Cobalt Breeze, your hippogriff, with talent. What type of talent? Analytical talent, baby.
Yes, he's the other hippogriff in the fandom that I know of. So what did you? I mean, Cobalt, you really haven't given your thoughts. Like, what do you got? What do you think?
So far I liked this first half of the arc, but mostly I preferred the second half.
Yes, Snips and Snails were actually useful for something. They know how to start fires with their magic. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but...
No, that's the one thing we do know how to do.
But I like that they use a tree branch to get Apple Bloom and Diamond Tiara off of the tree branch.
After previously trying to use a tree branch and having Apple Bloom fall over the cliff as well.
Yep.
Hey, they're just fillies. Leave them alone.
But I like how that they kind of it actually held to the canon. Scootaloo was not very good at flying. Sweetie Belle and Snips and Snails were mediocre at magic, except for a fire starting spell, which I'm still kind of concerned about.
Future arsonist in the making.
And I always and when they found the cave, I was just waiting for the comic to make a bear joke.
Well, they already made a bear joke, but they should have brought the bear back in. Also, just looking at the comments, what's on Netflix? I think we're talking about, I think I said, all 3 Equestria Girls are on Netflix. I don't know if that's what we were referring to.
And then I brought up that there is at least 2 of the third generation movies.
Oh. Cool.
Runaway Rainbow and Very Minty Christmas.
Cool. So,
I
anyways,
saw those first.
it was a good comic. It wasn't a bad comic. It was okay.
Comics.
It was 2. Well, yeah, it was an okay arc. Shut up, Diamond Tiara.
It was Silver Spoon too.
But
Like Cobalt Breeze said, no one cares about Silver Spoon.
no one.
She's the only one I do care about.
Okay.
But in the second half of the Steer storyline, where hope is thought to be lost, there is a Lord of the Rings reference.
There is?
Yes.
Oh yeah, when the snow makes the like beards and hats for them.
Yep. It's Lord of the Rings reference, and we can add another mythological creature to our list that is, well, it's not mythological, it's lore, and it's actually country related, and it's not your usual country related. They bring in the Torul, which is a giant bird
Wearing a crown.
It's actually a falcon griff. So that's what Hungarian in the passage says, that it literally is a Hungarian symbol. It's a giant bird that comes from Hungary. Like you can see statues of it in Hungary.
Oh yeah. So an interesting just a note on when they mentioned the bird for the first time in the first half, and they mentioned that it has like a crown on. Diamond Tiara goes, "What's so important about a crown?" I'm like, pot calling the kettle black? Because you wear a crown. If you haven't noticed, it's your name, Diamond Tiara.
And actually, the Torul itself has a crown. Every single depiction of the Torul has a crown, even outside the comic.
Huh. Well, at least we know the comic was accurate with its lore.
Unlike the tassel worm in Three's a Crowd.
Yeah. I mean, the changelings aren't with the mythology of an actual changeling.
They're supposed to steal the real person.
Yeah. So, I mean, there is creative liberties at play in My Little Pony.
But yeah, the tassel worm is supposed to look less like a graboid from Tremors, and more like a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tassel worm is more of a very elongated serpentine cat.
Well, the Chimera from the Fire Swamp isn't supposed to have a tiger. It's supposed to be like a lion head, I thought.
What?
the chimera, the one with the three heads, the snake.
There are just different depictions of the chimera. Some depict
about it for years.
different depictions. There's a depiction where it's the tail of a snake. Actually, some even some chimeras actually aren't per snake. They have a scorpion's tail, the head of a lion, and on their back is the head of the goat.
Oh, okay.
And in World of Warcraft, it looks weird. It's totally weird. Like they have two heads.
I look horrible.
Like there is no depiction of a goat in World of Warcraft lore of chimeras. They're just two-headed dragon-looking things with a scorpion tail.
Oh, okay. Well, I think that's enough discussion about the comics. Before we end it, I guess we can give if we haven't already, our favorite parts of the comic arc. I liked how it actually literally ended on a cliffhanger, and how it tried to make some stride towards Diamond Tiara being a better pony, but then everything just resets to the status quo because reasons. I don't know why I liked that, but it's just kind of funny how it's like, really, you could have progressed the characters.
Yeah, but also, like, we know the characters progress in a different,
Yeah.
I like the Lord of the Rings reference.
I liked how they called them the Wonderbolts to save them. It's pretty cool.
Which, and you know how useful the Wonderbolts have been.
That's why that's why one of my favorite things to come out of Friendship is Witchcraft is probably the ineffective flight team. They call in the ineffective flight team.
It's not like Rainbow Dash has saved the Wonderbolts twice in the series.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to begin the segment that is now going to be titled Wheel of Segments. And after I've established several segments, there'll actually be a wheel we will spin to choose the segment. But currently, there is no wheel because I haven't established any possible segments for the Wheel of Segments. So today we are doing Would You Rather, which is actually suggested by Cobalt Breeze. So,
First thing I can think of.
the 6 people watching this, which I think one of them might be me, leave us Would You Rather questions in the comments and we will answer them. And hopefully, unlike last time, everyone will actually get an answer to the questions because I skipped Cool Man a few times last time. Okay, so we actually have our first one because I preemptively added to the comment section saying send us Would You Rather questions. Let's see, from Ravenmare238. Would you rather be a pony in the real world or a human in the pony world?
I think human in the pony world. It would be interesting.
Yeah, because there totally aren't enough femfiction things that have a pony and have a human in pony world set up. That totally doesn't happen on femfiction. Nope, not at all.
I don't believe it does.
I mean, I jokes aside, I probably would go with being a human in the pony world because I mean, Derpy is my favorite pony, but I'm still quite fond of Lyra, and she's obsessed with hands, so I'd be great friends with Lyra.
You just trying to bet a pony? Is this what you're telling me?
What? No, I would not, because that's bestiality. No, thank you. I would just want to be friends with them. Because friendship is magic.
I would take this in a logical light, and that is I would choose human in a pony world because if I were a pony in the real world, I wouldn't be able to talk.
That is true. You would have no one to talk to besides other ponies.
And I would neigh. And I wouldn't understand what I'm saying. Because I think I would still have the recollection of old me. So in a sense, in my mind, I speak English, but I physically don't know exactly what I am saying.
Okay. So has everyone answered?
Yes.
Okay. Another one from Raven Mare 238. Would you rather be a Marvel hero or a DC Comics hero? This is probably in reference to Comic Sans Pony currently being dressed in a costume of Static Shock from, I think, the DC universe. So, I mean, I like heroes in both worlds, but I don't know. I mean, the Marvel universe sets all its comics in actual cities like New York, LA, all this kind of stuff, and then DC, even though making reference to real world locations, sets all its things in like Gotham or
Wait, Gotham's not legal?
well, actually, technically, Gotham is a nickname for, I think, New York, but, like, Gotham, Starling City, Central City, like, it's all, like, not real locations, so, I mean, it depends. I mean, I have been watching a lot of, DC TV Universe shows, specifically, Arrow and The Flash, so, I mean, maybe I would live in Central City so I could get one of those metahuman powers and hopefully not be evil with it. What do you guys think?
We all know you would be evil.
I would be a Marvel hero because I already have a Marvel fan mutant. I already thought up like a character, and I would be in a Marvel universe, and I would be a mutant.
Yeah.
I would have have the capability to teleport objects with my mind. So I could simply, per se, put a can of soda on my hand, and with my mind, I can actually teleport it to a different location.
That.
And I would utilize that. I would utilize it to, I would get juggling spears, and I would utilize them to teleport them between a certain compact amount of space. So I could vibrate the. I would keep it in a loop, causing vibrating the orbs, and I would actually use them to actually teleport back and forth and build velocity.
Okay.
Build speed through keeping momentum through teleportation.
That would be interesting. I mean, I answered saying that I would be a DC. I guess I would be a DC hero, but I don't know what my powers would be. Anyways, Kumin?
I've always been a Marvel fanboy. Like, Marvel's always been the one I like the most.
I answered DC.
So definitely Marvel. I mean, I would like to be one of the more wisecracking ones, you know?
Like Deadpool?
No, more Spider-Man. Not quite Deadpool.
Yeah, I chose DC mostly because I've been watching.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Mostly because
powers are awful.
Mostly because I've been watching a lot of DC superhero TV shows. That's why I said DC. But I mean,
well, you had Kane, which technically, if those who survived going through the Clone Saga in the 90s is aware Kane is a clone of Spider-Man.
Ah, fun.
It's so
Okay.
cold.
Okay, so, next, would you rather? Would you rather have a... This is from Nelson Demifer. Okay, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Would you rather have a mansion in a place of your choosing, or an island with a 1 or 2 story house? Okay, I'm confused about this question. Okay, so would you rather have a mansion or a 2-story house? Wait.
Would you rather have a mansion in any place of your choosing, or a 2-story house on an island if either were paid off for the rest of your life?
Okay, sorry. I was thinking way too hard how I would actually read that correctly, and I don't think there was anything wrong with the grammar, just I can't read apparently. But okay, I mean, having my own private island would be pretty cool, but I have a small house on that island. I think I'd rather have a mansion.
A 2-story house isn't a small house, though.
True,
Like,
true, but I mean, it doesn't specify the square footage of.
I know you might think it is.
It doesn't specify the square footage of
I
that.
would love it.
It doesn't specify the square footage of that 2-story house. You do realize that it could be like 1 room on the first floor, 1 room on the second floor. It could be like a really small 2-story house. But I go with the mansion.
Well, it's a house and not a 2-story shed. I mean,
True. I would go with I would go with the mansion just because I'd want to choose the location. I'd probably choose someplace tropical.
like an island.
Maybe.
I'll just put the mansion on the island.
Yeah, private island. Yeah.
I would choose a mansion, and I would pick. I would pick my own pocket dimension because it didn't specify it had to be a real place.
Touche.
And it would satisfy the reason why I could pay for the rest of my life, because in my pocket space, I don't abide by taxes or monetary mortgage. Therefore, I don't have to pay anything.
I think you're thinking way too far into it, but that's a good answer, I guess.
It's a plausible answer, and it still fits the requirements.
This is true. Okay, so everyone answered that one?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
See, this is hard because I just want the 2-story house, but I don't want it on the island. Can I just get that on like a street, like a normal house?
Nope.
Then I'm gonna have to go with the mansion so I can actually talk to people.
Well,
I don't want the
actually, cool man. It didn't specify that there wouldn't be other people on this island, so the island could be Long Island.
Or
That's
Croatia.
true. I'll take the 2-story house in Long Island.
Or it could be Croatia, because according to Cobalt, Croatia is an island, even though it's clearly a landlocked country in the Slavic countries.
Okay.
I think all land masses are technically islands.
Yes, I guess. Anyways, next, would you rather question. Would you rather have wings or be able to
Wings.
stop time?
Stop time.
Wings, and I have justification why to be against stop time. One, it doesn't specify. Would I have the power to unstop time?
It's a good point.
Don't care. Stop time.
I would want to have wings, because even though I chose a unicorn as my OC, flying would be awesome. But I didn't want an alicorn, so I had to choose magic or wings, and I chose magic. But besides the point thing, I would choose wings because I believe I can fly.
I believe I can touch the sky. Back every night and day.
Spread my wings and fly away. Spontaneous singing. So any other would you rather questions? Because if not, we're going to move on to the regular AMA questioning thing.
Well, I mean, they can't actually hear you asking yet, so...
Yeah, so I'll give the stream a little bit to catch up. Okay.
Okay.
Hammer. Hammer.
Uh,
Hammer. Hammer.
okay.
Hammer.
Just a really long clip for a soundboard.
Okay. Would you rather meet a celebrity or be a... Wait, would you rather... Why can't I read these questions without messing up? Would you rather meet a celebrity or be a celebrity but be hated? Aren't all celebrities hated for one reason or another? Anyways, I think I'd rather meet a celebrity.
I think that's a pretty clear choice here.
Cobalt?
Same. I would rather meet a celebrity.
Okay. Would you rather be immortal or invincible? Before we move on, cool man, you got to answer the last one, right?
What?
You answered
Yeah.
the... Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Would you rather be immortal or invincible? I'd rather not... Sorry. You started speaking.
Definitely invincible. Like, immortal doesn't actually sound fun. It sounds torturous. Invincible, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to have to watch all my friends and family die, so I'd rather
Well,
be
no, that would be the
invincible.
best part.
Okay.
I would actually pick immortal because immortality means I can't die from natural causes. It doesn't mean that I don't have weakness and I can't get killed.
That's what it's supposed to mean, yeah.
Yeah, I'd...
It's supposed to mean it completely immortal to everything.
Yeah,
Not this weird comic book version.
Then this would be a catch-22 too, because in a sense, both choices are the same thing.
Not
Nah,
really. Invincibility, it doesn't mean that it means that you could still die of old age. It's just
You
someone...
can't die in, like, let's say, a fight or something.
Yeah.
I
Or
would
hit by
rather
a car.
I would rather be immortal then because I would rather not be able to. I wouldn't want to. I would rather feel. I would rather not have to deal with the that ultimate question of the fear of death.
Okay.
Yes, but you think about being immortal. Now the universe ends. You're immortal. You're still there. Isn't that worse than death?
Yeah,
I would-
being the
I would
only
go
person
back
left
to
in a
witness.
universe that's dead, that would be worse than death.
I mean, you would have a lot of time to masturbate.
You had to go there. You had to go there.
Well, what else are you supposed to do?
Oh God. You went there. Okay. Everyone answered that. Would you rather? We can move on to the next one. Would you rather be a famous person in any field or get a Nobel Prize and have no one remember you?
Famous person, hands down.
Nobel Prize, no one remembering me, because the only gratification I need is my own gratification. And that is, at least if I remember that, hey, I got a Nobel Prize, one of the highest known things you can get. If I remember myself getting it, that's all I care.
That was. I mean, I was gonna go with the same option that Cool Man went with until Kobo made a pretty good argument for being humble and getting the Nobel Prize and not being remembered. So I'm actually gonna. I was swayed over to change my answer before even answering to.
But like being someone who's more of an artistic type, your work, what you do.
True.
It's lends more to being a celebrity than being, if I was a scientist or something, the answer would be like, oh, clearly Nobel Prize, of course. Who cares if someone remembers me? But like I'm a musician, being a musician, if no one remembers you, your art didn't mean anything.
That is a good point. Unfortunately, I can't choose either in Would You Rather questions. I can't choose both, can't choose neither. So I have to, I guess I will go with officially, I'd rather be famous in any field than get a Nobel Prize. Okay, everyone answer that one?
Yep.
Okay. Would you rather kill Justin Bieber or stop world hunger?
Stop world hunger. Let people alone. He's a fine guy. Just leave him alone.
I mean, as much as I don't like Bieber's music, it doesn't mean he deserves to die. So let's end world hunger. Cobalt.
I have an answer, but I can't use it.
Why not?
Because it kind of counts as both.
Yeah. Okay. Is your answer to feed Justin Bieber to the starving of the world? I mean, I don't think Justin Bieber is big enough to satisfy the hunger of all the hungry people in the world, but that's a pretty funny answer. Even if it goes against the rules where you can't choose neither, you can't choose both.
But if I were to choose one, I would go with Stop World Hunger.
Yeah. Would you rather be rich, be a rich recluse, or famous for something bad, like finding some sort of fatal disease?
Finding a disease is a bad thing? That's not really a good thing. It's like, oh, look, we found this, now we can do something about it.
Then I guess okay, so would you rather be a rich recluse or famous for something bad? So would you rather
famous for something bad for sure.
So you'd rather be
sounds
infamous?
Like a life worth living.
So you'd rather be infamous than a rich recluse?
I don't care about being rich. I just
I think I'd rather be infamous because there's no such thing as bad press.
I would rather be infamous too, because I would kind of get lonely being a rich recluse.
You'd rather be infamous too?
Yes, because
as in the video game Infamous 2.
And I'm infamous 3. Okay.
Sorry.
Second son.
Okay, well, I think that's enough Would You Rather questions. I guess we can move on to the regular Q&A portion of the podcast. Okay, there's one more. There's one more Would You Rather question because the stream is like a couple, maybe a minute behind. I don't know. So we'll answer this last Would You Rather question as part of the Wheel of Segments Would You Rather. As part of the wheel of segments, Would You Rather, But if we get more Would You Rather questions, we'll just answer it as part of the regular AMA segment. Okay. It's the last Would You Rather. Would you rather live in Star Wars or Minecraft?
That's actually a tough question.
Star Wars. I would live in Star Wars. Because Minecraft doesn't have the Force.
It does if you mod it in.
But it doesn't specify if you're in modified Minecraft.
It doesn't say vanilla Minecraft. In that half the Minecraft is modding. Like, that's half of Minecraft is. So, like, to be able to mod your world as you're playing, that sounds awesome.
But I would
But also,
but I would rather be in the Star Wars universe because I wouldn't be in a voxel. I wouldn't be a blocky person.
Okay.
you can mod that out.
It would look weird.
I mean, you pick your battles, man.
I mean, can I live in Minecraft on creative mode?
Yeah, that's part of vanilla, even.
Then I'm gonna live on creative mode. That way, I'm less
Well, it
likely.
actually says modded.
I'd rather live in Minecraft if it was on creative mode. That way I can create infinite things, but not have to worry about being attacked by monsters unless it's nighttime.
I could finally finish my meat dragon.
Well, actually, wait, no. If you're in creative mode, even at nighttime, there's no monsters, right?
No, that's peaceful.
Oh, they're there. Monsters are there in creative mode, but they don't exactly attack you.
Except for the creepers.
Yes, but you're deal no damage. You're in a sense you're invincible.
And you can fly.
Creepers actually don't even explode on creative mode unless you attack them first.
And you can fly in creative mode.
That's true. It gives you the wings you want.
Okay, well, that was the last Would You Rather question, so we're moving on to the regular AMA Q&A section. So, yeah, let's wait for the stream, for the people watching to catch up with what we're saying, because it's a little bit behind. But, regular questions. Any regular questions? Awkward silence. You enjoying yourself?
Oh, yes.
What was the best movie of 2015?
2015? I don't remember 2015. That was far too long ago.
Was Guardians of the Galaxy 2015?
I honestly don't know.
Well, if Guardians of the Galaxy was released in 2015, then Guardians of the Galaxy, in my personal opinion, was the best movie of 2015.
Oh, man. I didn't watch, many, new movies in 15.
My answer is Crimson Peak, directed by Guillermo del Toro.
Okay. So did everyone answer that question? Just making sure?
I didn't, but I don't have an answer, so.
Okay. I think they're saying that that Guardians of the Galaxy came out in 2014. You know, I don't think I saw very many movies in 2015 either.
Remember when we went to see the ECA?
That was an interesting time.
just a random thought.
Yeah. Remember when we all went to see the Avengers? We went to Hot Topic and we like messed around with like their Avengers costume pieces that they had there, like the Captain America shields and other masks, and like Iron Man masks. It was really weird. Anyways, 2015 had Star Wars number 7.
That's true. See, I didn't think about it because I actually didn't watch it till 2016. But yeah, Star Wars.
Then yeah, amazing. Star Wars. The Force waking up. I mean, the Force Awakens.
Wake up, Force!
The Force needs 5 more minutes.
My answer being Crimson Peak still stands.
Okay. And any other questions? Who is best pony? Derpy.
Rarity.
Cool man. Who is best pony? I know Cool Man's answer, but I want Cool Man to say it, even though he's probably said it in the last podcast, because that's a very common question. Cool Man? Hello? Cool Man? Hello?
He didn't drop.
Now he did. But yeah, we lost Cool Man, but for the record, his answer is also Rarity. He'll probably complain about me answering for him when he comes back in. Did I drop? I think I just dropped. I think the call just dropped for me. Hello?
Who's the host in a way?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, you can actually hear me now. Obviously, it's Lanny. And I was just saying she's won twice now.
Yeah, because Co-op Reeves said Rarity as well. I still say Derpy.
She won last podcast, too.
Were you keeping score now?
Oh, yes.
Okay, what programs do you guys use for video production? This is from El Nero Diablo. Okay. I use Final Cut.
You guys will love them.
I use Final Cut X. Cobalt, Coleman, what do you guys use for your video production?
So my video.
I use Premiere.
Mine's the best.
Yes.
Mine, I just had add image over a song. So literally, all my videos are made in Windows Movie Maker.
Well, similarly, Robin makes it use.
Yes, Robin0928
Which
does.
I question how he does that because I've seen the feature, the capability of Movie Maker, and I call bullshit.
Hey, he's getting a new computer and it's gonna use a different program when he gets the new computer. But he has used Windows Movie Maker. He's just very good at using it.
I'm on Linux now though, so I won't be using Movie Maker anymore. I'll be hunting some other free software.
I'm wanting to get a Mac so I can actually use Final Cut Pro because I know how to use Final Cut Pro. I have no clue what I am doing on Premiere.
You're just being tossed into the water and saying learn how to swim?
Okay, I spent an entire semester taking Intro to Film Design. The software we used in the class was Final Cut Pro.
Final Cut Pro 7 or X?
X.
Oh. Okay.
And C.
So everyone answered that question? Yes, I think everyone answered that one. Okay. Best Marvel movie. Since technically Deadpool was made by Sony, I think, or Fox.
They count it.
Oh yeah. Then yeah.
I don't care.
It's a tie between Deadpool, Guardians of the Galaxy, and the first Avengers movie.
Iron Man 2. It's always Iron Man 2.
I haven't actually seen that yet.
Iron Man 2. Always Iron Man 2.
And Coleman, what'd you answer?
Definitely Deadpool if it counts.
Well, it was they did talk with Marvel for a lot of stuff. Like I was reading an article where they changed what Negasonic Teenage whatever her name was. They changed what her power was to fit the story better.
Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Yeah.
She was featured for a second in a comic.
Yes.
He said besides Deadpool. Besides Deadpool, I would probably have to go. Probably with the Avengers.
I liked Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy was a pretty good one.
Yeah, no shit. Guardians of the Galaxy. That was a great movie. I forgot it existed for some reason.
So
Even though you mentioned it like 3 seconds ago.
Well, Guardians of the Galaxy was a movie that people didn't expect to be good because it wasn't a very popular comic series. Anyways, Cobalt, you were saying?
No one even expected it to ever be made.
True.
They're like, oh, Guardians of the Galaxy. We're like, we'll do this, yes.
Okay, Cobalt, what were you saying?
The reason why I say Iron Man 2 and always Iron Man 2 is you must feel the Iron Man suit. Only that line, and the fact that Mickey Rourke was awesome in that movie,
Okay.
and the fact that I didn't like Iron Man 3 because they totally got the fangirl wrong.
Yeah. Okay, worst movie you ever saw?
I've seen a lot of... Oh, I know. So, I was at the video store, Blockbuster, back when that was a thing. You guys remember that? And I got a 3-pack of horror movies, and they were Japanese horror movies. One of the movies on the set was called Baby Dumplings, where an old lady makes dumplings out of babies to try to gain her, complexion back. That was the worst movie I've ever seen.
I'd have to say the worst movie I've ever seen was probably there are a couple. The kind of tie. There was one that I don't even remember. I think it was called Dogtooth. It was some foreign film about like this family that where the brother and sister were not allowed to leave the house until they had a third brother apparently, who was allowed to leave when their dog teeth or canines grew in, and it was really, really weird. I was at a film camp, and it was apparently it was like one of those films that like film students like watching because of the cinematography or the editing or something like that. But it was so weird because I don't think I paid attention to it. It was just so weird, like out there. Like I think there was like an incest scene in that movie. I'm like, nope, not for me. I'm good. And another terrible one was called Zombies Anonymous.
Yes, I actually grabbed that at Blockbuster on one of my birthdays as a choice because I had a zombie-themed birthday and I grabbed that. And it sucked miserably.
Oh, man.
It was like an independent film about the zombie apocalypse happened, but it's not like the world goes to shit afterwards. It's like zombies are now just another class of citizens who try to live their lives without killing people for brains. And it's like it's about a support group called Zombies Anonymous.
It had horrible framing. The film quality sucked.
It was an independent film. You cut us some slack just for that the independentness, but it was still pretty bad. I mean, but it's
for being independent. There's so many good independent movies.
I know. Yeah, you're right.
AVGN movie was better than this movie.
True. Although I will say that a pretty good bad movie that I saw was probably Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Well, yeah.
And the room. It's a pretty bad movie, but those are so bad they're good. Zombies Anonymous and Dogtooth were so bad they're bad.
Food fight.
I haven't seen Food Fight, but I've seen the Nostalgia Critics review of it, and it looks horrible.
Yeah, I've only seen the review. I haven't actually seen the movie.
That one
I
was.
almost saw the movie.
It was supposed to be kind of like a Wreck-It Ralph of like cereal and other food product mascots, but they couldn't secure the rights and they had horrible funding, so the animation looked shitty. And
Every single Baby Genius after the original.
Including the original. Come on.
No, I still have a heart for the original.
I was like the target audience when that came out, and I still hated it.
Super Babies was where I drew the line. Superhero talking babies, no.
They were all bad. Come on.
okay.
According to El Neo Diablo, Buffet was meant to be the Toy Story of the product mascots.
Ah. Anyone seen CinemaSins? Yes. I've also seen CinemaSins, which is the.
Then by little, isn't it? And also you have what Little Shy does.
That's CinemaSins.
Okay.
That's Little Shy FIM. That's the sort of unofficial title for his show, for his series is CinemaSins. Also, there's also another person who does similar stuff to Little Shy with the episodes of My Little Pony. It doesn't. It's just called. His channel is Meliminous, I think. He does the same exact thing with the sins for the My Little Pony episodes. I've also seen that.
Honest trailers.
There needs to be a My Little Pony honest trailer. Someone who actually like makes it as consistent as the honest trailer people. Because there's a couple of them out there, like for Equestria Girls, and like for for Fallout Equestria. There's a couple honest trailers out there, but there's no one who does it consistently like the actual honest trailer people. But yeah, so we'll wait for some more questions, unless there are no more.
Wait for questions, please. One ring.
Most embarrassing moment in your life? Guess there should be an addendum to that question. Most embarrassing moment that you're willing to share? Since there are probably embarrassing moments people don't want to share. I'll let everyone else go first so I can feel schadenfreude for their embarrassing moments before I share mine. Most embarrassing moment that you're willing to share. Cobalt? Cobalt? Hello?
Every single the most embarrassing moment in my life is every single time I play mini golf. I totally suck at mini golf.
Me too. We gotta play sometime. It'll be the worst game of mini golf ever played.
Okay, you know what? If this had been a couple years ago, I probably wouldn't have shared this embarrassing moment. But since you guys didn't have good embarrassing moment stories, I will share one of the most embarrassing moments that occurred in my life. And it is really embarrassing. I don't know why I'm sharing it online, since it will be forever online, but I will share it. So basically, when I was in 4th grade, I went on this, my school offered this special field trip where you would take a bus down to DC, so along the way we stop in Williamsburg, Virginia, and go to Busch Gardens and all this kind of stuff. But the ultimate goal was DC. And so two kind of embarrassing, looking back on them, sort of funny moments happened. The first was actually, I think, the first night. It was in Williamsburg, Virginia. Back then I wasn't good at handling myself when I was overtired. So I was really overtired from sleeping on a bus, which I didn't get any sleep. And I was roomed next door to one of the bullies at my school. And he was the kind of bully who will pretend to be your friend, but then stab you in the back. kind of thing. He wasn't like the aggressive bully that would always like beat you up kind of thing. So I was overtired and somehow ended up humping a pillow. And that would have been fine if that was all that happened. No, it was recorded. So when I got back to school after the trip, luckily it was a time before YouTube, so I'm pretty sure the video does not exist on YouTube, and the only copy of the video existed on this person's flip phone, and it was deleted. So like I was lucky that it happened in a time when, by the way, this was back in like 4th grade. I don't know if I mentioned that. Anyways, this was from a time.
Hold on, quick segment. I remember when that happened. I didn't go on the trip, but I remember him showing the video to people in the bathroom. Yeah, it was a time before people knew how to send videos via text. It was a time before YouTube. So thankfully, only one copy of this video ever existed, and it was deleted by the school when I broke down and started crying because of it. Anyways, the second sort of embarrassing but kind of funny moment that happened isn't much of a story. Okay, I'm Jewish, first of all. I was accidentally left at the Holocaust Museum. That's hilarious.
They forgot me at the Holocaust Museum. Okay, has everyone answered this? I mean, I know, I just want to make sure. Any embarrassing stories you want to share?
I can't really think of one, like, honestly, like, embarrassment is such, like, a fleeting thing. It's hard to, like, really think back for me and be like, oh, here was this embarrassing moment, like.
Okay, well, then I guess we'll move on to the next question. What do you call a security guard working... Oh, it's a joke. Okay, what do you call a security guard working outside Sam's Guardians of the Galaxy? Okay, that was dad levels of bad jokedom. That was like a bad joke that some dad would tell you. Some very, very nerdy technology savvy dad, but still a dad. That was dad joke territory. Okay, any other questions? No? Should we talk amongst ourselves until the stream catches up for the viewers? How's life?
Oh, my soundboard broke. Damn it.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't a dad joke, it was a Google Plus joke.
Yeah. That's even worse.
Next question.
Dream's not that far behind.
So, any other questions? Okay, best YouTube channel ever.
Oh, so many.
There's too many to list the best ever.
I mean, like, it depends kind of like what matrix you're going on. Like, if I don't know like how to answer best necessarily, but like most watched would be probably like someone like the Angry Video Game Nerd, where I've definitely seen every video the guy's ever put out, including like the extra channel where they do all the game streaming and stuff.
Best YouTube channel ever? Moi.
Okay.
Best YouTube channel ever. Well, currently, I watch too many YouTube channels to give a definitive answer, but if you asked me like a couple years ago, I probably would have said CTFXC, which is the originally secondary, now main channel of the bassist for We the Kings. No, he started before he was in We the Kings, named Charles Trippy. He was the person who inspired me to do my daily vlog, so I probably would have said him a couple years ago, or maybe Toby Turner. But currently, I don't really have a good answer for you.
Redness and whiteness and darkness. Redness
Yeah.
and darkness.
So, I definitely have to say that currently I don't have, I'm guessing translating it from best YouTube channel ever to favorite YouTube channel, I don't really have one.
How about most watched YouTube channel?
Isn't it PewDiePie?
It's PewDiePie.
No, not. I mean, like personally.
Oh, personally, I don't know. I try to watch all the people I'm subscribed to pretty evenly. I don't usually, but I will. Actually, you know what? I listen to a lot of audiobooks. So there's the person who's currently doing a Fallout Equestria Project Horizons audiobook. I think it's Visual Pony the narrator. So I guess that would be my most quote unquote watched, since his videos consist of one static image and essentially a radio play playing behind it of the fan fiction. So let's go with that.
I mean, on that topic, one of the channels I've been watching just a ton of recently is there's this guy named B-Buster, and there's also some other people who do the same thing, where they like read like real life scary stories, like user submitted ones. And I've been really into those lately.
My answer is TK.
Toon Critic?
Yes.
Yeah, Toon's channel is pretty good. Though I think he's currently in like a backlog of videos, but I'd be interested in seeing what he makes when he gets out of that backlog of videos and such. Okay, we have another would you rather question, but would you rather be the Doctor or Loki? I'm assuming that's the Doctor from Doctor Who.
I would assume so. Unless you mean one of the doctors from Scrubs, because I would totally be one of them.
Well, technically he didn't specify, well, I don't know if it's he or she didn't specify, so I guess you can interpret it that way and say that you're JD from Scrubs, but, Which, fun fact about Scrubs, apparently all the doctors' names were the names of the doctors that they would consult for medical knowledge for the show. Like, they named the characters after the doctors they were consulting for medical knowledge. Like, I don't know the full name of it, but there is Doctor something that was abbreviated to JD, Doctor something Turk, so like every single doctor in the show was, and there we go. We have our specification. Okay, well, to be a over 1,000-year-old regenerating Time Lord madman traveling in a blue box would be awesome. But then again, I could be the trickster god. I don't know if we're going with the actual Norse mythology Loki or Marvel's version of Loki. But either way, they're kind of
change for me. Like mythology Loki, most definitely that would be my choice. But Marvel Loki, probably not. It would have to go with Doctor Who at that point.
What about Alan Cummings Loki?
I'd probably have to go with being. I'm a huge Whovian, so I'm gonna go with I'd be the Doctor.
I would be Loki, but I would be Alan Cummings Loki.
What's that from?
Loki from Son of Mask.
Oh, Son of the Mask Loki. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I respect that.
I mean,
I personally would like to meet Alan Cummings specifically.
okay. Would you rather live in Alabama or California?
California!
California?
No. That's a tough choice. It's a close call.
California.
Yeah, for me, definitely California. But, you know, we're not just doing would you rather questions.
Hey, whatever works. I mean, between California and Alabama is definitely a hard choice for me. I like both.
I mean,
can I spend half my time in one and half in the other?
The unofficial official rules of Would You Rather is that you can't choose both and you can't choose neither.
Well, then I choose Finland.
Fair enough. Okay, so I think we're gonna answer like maybe one or two more questions. So that's I'm gonna prompt the audience to ask more questions. Okay, so yeah. In case you're wondering, the Bits and Pieces logo is made by the same person who made the My Two Bits logo, which is Catchy Arts. Still gotta pay her for the logo. I'm kinda low on money. Anyways.
No, my answer to the Tokusatsu series is Kamen Rider, and specifically Kamen Rider Black RX.
Okay, I have no clue what either. I only know what Power Rangers is, so I'm gonna have to. The only little bit I know about Kamen Rider is Manga Kamen's obsession with it. So not obsession, but his liking of that show. But that's all. So I guess I'm gonna have to say Power Rangers, mostly because I don't know about what the other shows are. And have we seen Jurassic World? Yes, it was okay.
I have not.
Cobalt?
Yes, I've seen Jurassic World.
Okay. And did everyone answer the other question, the one about the Power Rangers, Beetleborgs, Kamen Rider? Did everyone answer that one?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Coolman's question: who is better, Coolman or Coolman?
Cobalt. The answer is always Cobalt.
That was not an option.
Lies and slander.
Comic Sans is totally better than Coolman or Coolman.
That's not the answers. You get to pick from Coolman or Coolman. I'll even accept Condom Man Stan.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. There's your answer. Condom Man Stan. There we go.
Still, my answer is Cobalt.
Okay, well, I guess, the podcast is over. So, let's play the, intro music again to close out the podcast, because that makes sense.
So that outro music?
It's the same music as the intro music. Anyways, the next podcast will be, most likely, my birthday podcast, unless I decide to do one before then. So sometime on either the 20 Can I finish my statement? Sometime on either the 21st or the 22nd of March, the podcast will occur because I was born on March 22nd. So Kobo, before I play the outro music, what do you want to say?
I have an idea for alternate of outro music. Let me serenade the audience.
No.
With
Vetoed. No. Nope.
Let him finish. I veto your veto. Let him finish.
Okay.
Serenade them by singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
No.
And I'll beatbox to it.
No.